Yeah. Live and direct from the new planet Earth, where pandemics are plenty, but the girls are still pretty in fashionable dresses. You know what I'm talking about. Where ignorance is bliss, and you ain't gotta give a about no code. Tell me who unleashed our animal instinct.
What's up? Welcome to the Franchise Podcast. This is a special edition. This is the Roundtable about Las Vegas high school football. You ready to get into it? Let's do it. Sitting at the table with me, your boy TQ. This is our Roundtable for Las Vegas high school football. This is the crew. We are the ones on the field every Friday night, capturing all the action under the lights. We got my main man, Alon Sowell. We got Bryson, Doughty, and we have Kalani Lua. We're going to talk a little 702 high school football today, and we're going to start with giving you our reason for why we decided to cover this sport and why we love it so much. So in 2019, we saw an influx of student athletes coming into Las Vegas from all over the country, namely the West Coast, Utah, Hawaii, LA, all up and down the California coast, Arizona, and we kind of saw a lot of things changing here with the population, right? A lot of single-family homes being built, a lot of schools being built, being updated, refined, and it was a draw. It was a really big draw to get a lot of good players into the city, and we just kind of said, look, let's bring some pub to this school. Like, a lot of us are coming from other places. Me and Alon grew up in Compton. This guy's from the Ninth Island, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
They're all about football in that area.
Man, let's do it.
And my man over here, Mr. Patriot fan, you know, he comes from a lot of championship football.
Bro.
You know it.
Nah, please, I shouldn't have gave
Hey,
him
6 championships, man.
Oh my God, why did
Here
I
we go
say
again.
it?
Not even
Why
sorry.
did I say it?
Why?
Anyway, we figured that this particular sport at this particular time was getting ready to go through the roof, and it was. I believe right now, well, I know last year at the beginning of the NFL football season, Vegas was number 2 with players on active NFL rosters.
Yes, sir.
And we would like to think that we had something to do with that because we definitely have dedicated our Friday nights over the last 6 years to high school football in Las Vegas. So we want to let you guys know how much we love you, how proud of each one of the players and each one of the programs we are, and we are going to continue covering this beat. It is our favorite beat, and that's not just saying something. Like, we cover the Raiders, we cover the Golden Knights, we cover the Aces, we cover some champions here, we cover the Lakers. So, but I will say to a man, to a woman, to everybody involved with this company, high school football is our favorite, and we're gonna keep it going this year into flag football also.
Yes.
So, I guess where we should start is a subject that has been a bit of a sore subject for certain people in Las Vegas.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
This season and prior seasons, our top 10 countdown. So our top 10 standings. Every week we drop the franchise top 10, which is a bit different from the other ranking systems that we have. We got other partners and other media corporations that put out their top 10. But we want to get the chance this time to explain how we put together, how we compile our top 10 each week. We just had the final one for the season. It's definitely a regular season ranking. We'll come in 100%. After the state championships and do a final one for the season. But first and foremost, our top 10 is about Las Vegas. Right? It's about 702 teams.
Yep.
It's about how you perform versus the other teams in Las Vegas. So now, right now, I applaud teams for going outside of the city and getting bigger competition.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily do well for you based on our top 10 ranking. So it's about how you perform against teams in Las Vegas. And then secondly, what is your overall record? There's not one student in this city that has any say-so on who's put in front of them on Friday nights, right? So if you go out there and you beat the teams that you play and go undefeated, you're gonna get a boost from us, regardless of strength of schedule, regardless of division. We do not consider divisions. We don't consider who would beat who. That's the difference between our ranking system and everybody else's. It's all about what you did on the field. Towards the end of the season, when things get close, we have other markers like strength of schedule and margin of victory against the same or like competition, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There it is. So just so everybody knows, we drop it and everybody gets on our heads. Oh, how is this team before this team, that team before? Rewind this next season. I know we're going to get the same thing, but that lets you know how we're thinking. So that being said, let's dig into the 2025 season. Let me throw out this one disclaimer before we get into, who impressed us this year. Our final top 10 rankings, the bottom half got waxed.
Beat down.
I mean, they look, for the people who've been on us all year about how we picked two and why we picked two, man, look, I got to give y'all some of your love because some of the people we picked towards the bottom, I mean, it was upset city last week.
I
Right?
mean, it definitely felt like, okay, maybe we don't know what we're talking about. Maybe we should listen to him on this. Because, oh, man. But that's why you got to love not only the game itself, but that's postseason for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole nother season.
Right.
There's a certain team we're going to talk about. But, hey, once you get in there,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm at the dance.
There it is.
Let's see what you can do.
They say on Sundays, any given Sunday. For us, any given Fridays. Last week, any given Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what happened. We got blowouts. We got upsets. It was crazy. Our bottom half of our rankings just looked bad.
Yeah, real talk. Who surprised you guys the most? Out of the upsets that happened last week, what was the most surprising?
Faith.
Faith over D.O.
Faith over D.O. because
That was our game of the week last week.
Faith going into the season was one of those, okay, Faith coming off the year that they had last year, undefeated to the end. Hey, let's see if they can build out the momentum. Wasn't the case.
Right.
They looked like, oh no, that they maybe have a last season hangover, and we've seen that at the college and pro level
Yes,
sometimes.
absolutely.
Where the success from last year, you're gonna feel like you figured it out.
Yeah.
Now you know how to get it. Now you know the formula to win it.
Right.
Not the case.
Right.
And it looked like, oh man, Faith is down there. They went 3-7 on the year. Some people, not at franchise, were suggesting that they shouldn't have been in the postseason.
Right.
Faith said, oh really? Really, hold our Bible real quick. Let's do something. And by the power of vessels, by God, let's go on out in and not just winning, how they won.
Yeah.
Justin Robbins looked like, wait a minute, where the heck is this
Yeah,
guy from? Exactly.
exactly.
Where's he going next
He
year?
was balling.
Their defense was getting after the quarterback. I said, wait a minute, do they even got 2 seconds to get back there and notice anything?
Yeah.
They dominated so much, and you could just feel the energy was different. You talked about when you were on the sideline, how it felt every time they were coming out the field. Heck, even when we were after the game talking with the coaches. It had me ready to go out there real quick and say, hold on real quick, let me see if I can go run it. It was just one of those. So for me, it was Faith with the energy that they had, taking the momentum and all the naysayers from how their regular season record was, and going out there against a tough, well-coached team like D.O.
Yeah.
Hey, with that type of performance, to me, that's what stood out the most.
Yeah. I couldn't believe Silverado lost.
Oh.
I could not believe Silverado. Look, I've been a Silverado fan since that was one of the teams when we first started, when they had Donovan Palat and that crew who had played together since they was in 8th grade. I just loved the system and the culture that Coach O left there. And when we had our game of the week with them in Valley, I said, look, it looks like Silverado they took a year off and now they're back. You know what I'm saying?
We were just resting.
Exactly. But like that was a shocker to me, man. I was not expecting that. I expected them to go deep in the playoffs and be playing for a state championship.
Shout out to Clark. Y'all give us a lot of crap in the comments week after week. Y'all went out there, you made a statement, 30-24. It's a close game, but you know what? They backed it up.
They did.
And not everyone can do that.
No.
And while that's an upset, I think for me, Shadow Ridge went 8-2.
Yes,
and they lost to Centennial.
Boy.
And Shadow Ridge, they got 2 losses. One of them obviously was to Gorman. They got shut out in that one. But Shadow Ridge's offense has looked really good when they run the ball outside the numbers. They've been doing a really good job there. Their defense has been really dominant lately. I'm surprised that they lost by more than 1 score, especially in the first round of the playoffs. Because no offense to Centennial, you guys were playing good in the second half of the season. But just like last year, they started off slow. They built up again. And obviously last year, you guys made it to the state championship game. You guys won. Props to you guys. You can run it back this season, especially because looking at you guys you guys are playing the exact same way. You guys got
Yes.
confidence. You guys are turning it on in the playoffs, just like Faith Lutheran did.
Yeah.
And they made a deep run last year, too. Centennial looks dangerous, especially going up against a tough Shadow Ridge team. And being able to shut down that run game, not many people can say that.
Yeah, and they lost to Shadow Ridge earlier in the season.
Avenging that loss, too?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn, so it was like the,
Well,
Bills,
that's
it
the
was like
same.
the Bills and the Chiefs, huh?
Yeah,
Lost in the regular season, but back in the postseason. Sorry, let's get back on track.
But avenging losses was the thing last week because that was Dio and Faith
Right.
came out on top.
Right.
And what impressed me last week was, I'm going to side with you on this one, is the Faith and Dio game.
Yeah.
And talk about coming out full steam ahead and keeping it going the entire game.
Yeah.
If my memory serves me correct, Faith Lutheran's defense did not allow Dio to cross the 50-yard line the entire first quarter.
Bro.
The entire quarter. It's not like they held on to it the whole time. No,
crazy.
they had chances. They just couldn't.
It's like they're
Dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then listen, I was over there with my camera on their side. I try to start on the visitor side most of the time. And I'm listening to him, man. There was a certain reporter in Las Vegas that gave them boys bulletin board material.
Oh, yeah.
And when you got God for you, boy, it don't matter who's against you. Every time they was coming off the field, they was mentioning a certain name.
Yeah. Hey.
And I'm sitting over there and I'm listening and I say, man, depending on how far this team goes, they may have to send somebody some flowers, a milkshake, a couple of cookies or something.
Thanks for waking us up.
Yeah,
Thanks for
for
waking
real.
us up.
They got
God
that-
bless you.
They got that posted up on their wall in the locker room, just like believe in Ted Lasso. Every single day that they leave, hey, remember, this is what they said. Let's go.
Exactly. It was definitely bulletin board material, and I love to see it. Like you said, I love when teams get to the playoffs. I believe that's when defense shows its ass.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that was definitely a defensive battle where Faith just decided they wasn't having it this week.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
No,
So
not
we'll
today.
see what happens to them going into this coming up week. Who they play?
They're playing Las Vegas.
Faith is at Las Vegas. That's going to be a tough game. They are playing against Mr. Tanner Vick slash Jackson.
He's a cheat code out there. It's like that old commercial.
Oh my goodness!
So
man.
fun to watch, though.
Yes,
So fun to watch.
Definitely.
Great interview when we had him for Game of the Week.
Yes,
Got a
yes.
great head on his shoulder. Comes from a good coaching program there. I mean, they talk about a team that's really had a down year or took a break.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit longer than the season. They took a break. And this coach there was saying, hey, we could bring this back. And it was so much fun to see them revitalize Las Vegas, so to speak.
Real talk.
Like, hey, no, Las Vegas High School is doing well like before in the past. And the way that they've been doing it, I mean, that quarterback, man, like, I didn't mean no offense when I asked him. I said, hey, man, with the way you run, like, are you just going to say a quarterback? Or are you going to move around? He's like, no, I'm staying at QB. I was like, hey, brother.
Because he
But-
can sling that route
No,
too,
he
though.
can sling it, but you see the way he runs, too.
Yeah,
It's almost
man,
like,
it's lightning.
you sure you don't want to give another position?
It's like when you play Tecmo Bowl and use Bo Jackson. You
Oh,
run
yeah.
around, chasing around.
Yeah, man. He toys with people out there, man.
Yeah.
He was definitely my favorite quarterback to watch live this year. Like naturally, we don't see every game, but he's dynamic, and I can't wait to see what he does the rest of these playoffs and how the rest of these teams prepare for him, because that's gonna be hell.
You watch him, he's got a lot of energy on the field. He's bringing it. He's making sure the team's just doing well. He's leading his team in rushing yards per game.
Yeah.
So he's not just trying to make sure that he scrambles away a few times and he tries and gets away from pressure. No. He is leading the team in rushing.
That's
He is
crazy.
making sure that he is getting the ball where it needs to go. He's got over 30 touchdown passes this year.
Crazy.
To go along with the fact that he can scramble with the best of them.
Yes, he can.
Most importantly, as soon as he gets loose, no one's touching him.
No.
He is so fast.
He's out of there.
And every single time that he can get loose, you can see the team rally behind him.
Yeah.
And not enough players are able to get loose, get free, and watch the entire team just eyes light up like it's Christmas. They see him, he sees an open field, he sees green grass, and you know what? They know he's gone.
Yeah.
They know he's finding pay dirt, he's getting to the end zone. That's all that matters.
Facts.
Points
With-
on the board.
Man, with all of the passing yards that he almost got 1,000 rushing.
Which is
940 something.
Which is crazy to where if he doesn't rush that much, what could he have done in the air?
My goodness.
But you know what makes it work for him, though? Is the fact that he's got weapons on the outside.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And not only are those boys fast, they run routes. precise routes.
Oh, yeah.
So it leaves secondaries on the other team scared.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. They're trying to play keep up.
Right.
At that point, the sides are wide open for them.
Yeah.
The linemen, they know their assignments.
Yeah.
Block, watch them go.
There it is.
I mean, when you got Deshaun Dion out there, Porterwell, and Ja'Kai Jones out there running as a secondary, he was like, Coach, what you want me to do?
Yeah.
You want me to worry about these three guys?
That's a lot.
And he takes off running, and when he runs, he got rollerblades on. Now that's rollerblades on.
That's a lot, man.
So it's like, come on, man, you pick your poison.
Yeah.
Right? And the fact that, like you guys said, he knows how to run out there, because we've seen some quarterbacks, not a knock on them. They get outside, they get past the line of scrimmage, it's almost like, where do I go?
Yeah.
What am I doing right now? There's no knock on them. There's no
yeah.
knock on that whatsoever.
Right.
Some know how to run, some don't. He knows how to, so as a secondary, you're almost in a position where, do I keep my eyes in the backfield just a second longer, keep an eye on him, and then let one of these speedsters get by me and like that? Or stay with them, oh, damn it, hold on, and then you try to make up for it in open field. Good luck.
Yeah, you do a QB spy, all of a sudden you only got 10 guys on defense. And on top of that, if you're trying to cover Deshaun, he's got 18 touchdowns this season. Crazy. How do you score 18 touchdowns in 10 games?
Yeah.
You're averaging almost 2 touchdowns a game.
He's going nuts.
Like, you can't double cover him because then you're going to leave another guy open. So on top of that, you're just like, it is pick your poison. But even if you pick your poison, you're still losing.
It's still poison.
There's no battle that you can win with it.
No, it's tough, and that's been part of Las Vegas' rise back to prominence out here, which is great to see.
It is.
I say if you're going to be on the defense, on the opposite side of them, especially in the secondary, just be prepared for coach to bench you at some point.
You're gonna get smoked. You're gonna be cheese toast by the end of the night.
I might got some playing time in as a backup corner. Hey, coach, I go in and do it. Come off one play later. My bad, coach. I thought I had him. I thought I had him, coach. I thought I had him.
So on the subject of quarterbacks, we got Cade Oshino from Sloan. We got Thaddeus Thatcher at Arborview. And we got Michael Eugenio at Bishop Gorman, right?
Yes.
Okay. To me, those were my top quarterbacks of the teams that ranked in our top 10.
Yeah.
At some point during this year. You guys think I missed anybody?
Without looking at my notes right now, I'm trying to go off somebody that just stood out. We had some players, but I think you hit the nail on the head right there.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Las Vegas, I mean, those top 3 guys.
Yeah.
Because you look at Cade, he's got. I mean, Sloan went undefeated. Shout out Sloan Canyon.
Yeah,
obviously.
shout out
I mean,
to Sloan Canyon.
Y'all went undefeated. You're the only one in our power rankings that went undefeated.
Yeah.
No one else can say that. But on top of that, the way that your defense played and the way that your offense played, it was just hand in hand.
They
just
are nuts.
Beat down after beat down after beat down.
And they so young.
Oh.
Like, man, that team is gonna get better for the next 2 years. Like, look, let me just wax a little bit about Sloan.
Go ahead. Please do. Because I was about to make a comment, but go ahead.
I got you. Just let me,
go
just
ahead,
say this right quick. Like, we have a special connection with Sloan Canyon, right? When the coaching staff played at UNLV, it was like our first year covering UNLV. From there, they went to Lake Mead Christian Academy, right? And nobody was really giving them any pub. We showed up to do a game with them, man, and they were so appreciative of the fact that we thought about them, that we came out. I remember it was a rough game to shoot. They didn't have the lights. They didn't. It was during the time when there was some little bugs that come every couple of years.
Cicadas.
Man, they was all over the place. It was just a mess out there. But we fell in love with that coaching staff. Yeah. They're young, but they know the game.
Yes.
They absolutely know how to scheme it up on both sides of the ball. And from there, they took that team from nothing to a state championship. And from there, this same coaching staff goes to Sloan Canyon, a startup, and here they are doing the same thing.
Yes.
They've got one of my favorite quarterbacks, one of my favorite receivers, and my favorite player in the city, that defensive lineman, number 90 of theirs. Oh, my goodness, man. Come on. 15 sacks as a sophomore.
How you do that?
15 sacks, but hold up. I guess he took a play off because he got 16 sacks as a freshman last year playing varsity. Like, this dude is a monster, man. He's a monster. And that whole team, that whole coaching staff, I love to key in when I got the camera on schemes. Yeah. Schemes and adjustments, right? That's the most fun about shooting football for me. And I listen to the way Coach Oishi coaches his team. I listen to the way that his assistant coaches coach the team. They know how to get to those players. Those players will run through a wall for those dudes, and this is the second team that I've seen to do it. Sloan is doing a great job. Your coaching staff is doing a great job. We are highly impressed with you guys, and you will be our game of the week this week.
Ooh, there you go. Oh, worry.
Hit it.
Announcement.
Hit it.
No, I mean, to slightly just piggyback off what you said, I was just going to say, it just shows you, if you're willing to, you can find the coaching staff that can bring a winning culture to you out there.
Yes.
Especially in today's day and age.
Yes.
It's not just 4 or 5 guys in the whole state that know. You can, from UNLV, you can say, hey, pros just didn't work in your paper. You were meant to do this. Right. And they've shown you that at 2 different stops, we can do this. Right? And it's just one of those things where you say, look, I know everyone looks at a certain school and says X, Y, and Z about them and their advantages. Got it. Mm-hmm. We just talked about Las Vegas. And now we're talking about Sloan. 2 programs that said, okay, what about it? We can either complain about it or we can do something about it. Right. And that's been my place. When I was coming up in high school, we had another school just like the other one out here. Long winning streak. Hey, they get all this. Do something about it. Do something about it. What else you gonna do? I love seeing this because it just says we'll take on the competition. Oh yeah. We'll do it. We ain't afraid to go out there and try, be a little different, or do what's necessary to get better. And to try to make a statement. Like you said, we can connect with these kids. Oh yeah. And with this place now getting so many people out here and it's so much more recognizable, you give the kids other opportunities. Okay, everyone can't go to one particular spot. There's other options now out there for you to go to, which makes everything out here as far as the high school football scene that much more impressive and that much more demanding. And hopefully as competition rises, makes everything just that much better. Sorry.
Agreed. No, you good.
We went to see them when they played Foothill, and I just remember us on the sidelines, shocked. Not because we expected it to not be a close game, but all of a sudden, Sloan Canyon was just putting a beating down on Foothill.
Smacking them, man. It was crazy.
You talk about them being able to get better. Samote's a sophomore. Their leading quarterback, Cade, he's a junior. Their leading receiver, Brandon Quaglio, a junior. Next year, they're not going anywhere.
No, they are not. No, they are not.
Whatever undefeated run they're on right now, however long it goes, if they make it to a state championship this year and they win it, next season, they're probably doing the same thing.
I agree.
They have the exact same people there. They have the team infrastructure to be there. Most importantly, the crowd was loving it. They have a great fan energy.
Yeah, they do.
When we were there, yes, it was Polynesian night. So obviously, you have a lot of different things going on, and you have a lot of different things for people to be excited about. But they were glued into that game, and they were cheering every time we touched the ball.
And they knew they were going to win the game.
Yes.
The coaches was in my DMs. They knew they were going to win that game. They knew they was going to put Vegas on notice to show that, look, Sloan Canyon is here, and you're going to have to deal with us going forward.
And to do it against a team like Foothill, who, for the most part, consistently good. Coaching staff, players, and for to go out there and put out a thing like that, it reminded me of Rocky IV. You want to say, throw the towel, throw the damn towel, right? Just throw the towel.
Yeah.
It was just one of those.
So with them being a new team, I pulled up some stats just because, be for real, you get new teams like this, you don't expect them to do this well.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So they are one of 2 teams in the state to go undefeated. The other team, we don't care because they're somewhere up north. We don't mind.
Got it.
So stats I pulled for them: 44-point average per game to the regular season.
Damn.
Started off in the playoffs, putting up 51. Bam. So they're already up in the ante. Out of the 10 games they played this year, 5 of them were shutouts, meaning they left the defense with goose eggs.
Well, half their games.
Half their games, you do not score on us. That's the type of ball they playing. Season high 70-point game.
Yeah. Remember that?
Smacks.
Yeah.
Out of the 10 games they played this season, 6 of them they scored 40 or more.
Bruh.
It's like
nobody would have called none of this at the beginning of the season.
None.
You're playing Madden and you have it on rookie. And you're just out there just
smacking up everybody.
I mean, come on. So, and then on top of that, the team, there's only 13 seniors. So that means you got your core coming back in next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. They're going to be that much more fun to watch.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
man. Look, I'm gonna say the name because they earned me to say the name. Bishop Gorman is a powerhouse. They are a machine. They are going to be a machine because they are top down, head and shoulders. They have the best coaching staff and the best coaching culture that I have ever seen in high school football. I went to Sarah in Gardena, California, so I feel like I got enough cachet to say that. That being said, Sloan Canyon season to me has been more impressive than even Bishop Gorman's. And I understand the level of competition. I understand we got to put things where they are. Mm-hmm. This team just started. They just started, and I'm seeing the type of movement, the type of situation that they're building there.
Yeah.
They are not caught in the mess of being a public school, because who knows what the situation is going to be with the rules and the laws and zoning and all the rest of that. Yeah. So they can go outside of the city, they can bring in players, they can pretty much operate the same way Gorman and Faith and the private schools do. And again, those two coaching staffs, man, it's there is a way that Browner and Canfield and their staff, the way that they communicate with those kids, it seems to me on Friday night they turning them in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They absolutely, they know how to police themselves, they know how to coach themselves. When somebody gets out of line, the coach don't have to necessarily say anything to them because the team is going upside the head.
Yeah. Yes.
Period.
They
right?
see the look.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. So I'm very happy to see another school on the up and up. But I do want to dive into, a lot of times we get, kids speaking to us about our game of the week, right? And sometimes we try to focus on going to games between teams that are in our rankings, especially in the second half of the season when league play starts. Now, at the beginning, what we really like to do is give teams a shot to get some franchise pub that we haven't shot before. So this year we went to Valley for the first time. Last year we went to Clark. We hadn't been to Clark before. But sometimes, we end up doing a game of the week, and a lot of the fans are like, well, damn, why would y'all pick that game over this game?
Yeah.
Look, full disclosure, there are certain schools that we can't go to, right? They have their rules. It has nothing to do with anything that we've done. It's above my pay grade to understand why. These people at these schools are educators. We respect them. We fully respect their decisions and what they have to do for their schools. We don't know. We're not here to investigate why.
Nope.
We're only here to try to bring as much love and pub as possible to Las Vegas high school football. So there have been times during the year where you guys have hit us up in the DMs or hit us up in the comments, tell us we going to a trash game or why you going there as opposed to coming to our school. It is not our choice. What we would love to do is get to the point to where our game of the week is between the two highest ranked teams on our countdown.
Yeah.
Period. Especially once league play happens. So if a team gets 2 or 3 games during the season, like Liberty did this year, like Liberty does a lot. Liberty's always good. So if you get good, like Liberty, you're probably going to get 2 or 3 games. Yeah. Also, this week we're going to do Sloan for the second time this year. So we just want to let everybody know, full disclosure, we are not trying to dish the school. We want to see everybody, this company, our main goal for high school football is to be able to represent everybody every week. We got some growing to do before we can get to that point, but it's coming. We've been able to shoot more games this year than we have since we've been here. So it's continuing to grow. Y'all bear with us, and we're gonna work it out with some of the schools that have rules right now to try to see what we could do to get around them, or if we could possibly change some of that. So just wanted to throw that out there. Right now, we're in the midst of the playoffs. The top schools have a second week of buys, which is kind of weird. Like, how would you deal with that as a coach? Like, I would be losing my mind to give high school kids 2 weeks off.
It's so tough because you want to keep the momentum that you have for the season going into the postseason, your rhythm, your groove. I don't know if with those 2 weeks off, do you maybe keep the practice, the intensity the exact same, and maybe on Friday you do like a live scrimmage with your team, no helmets, no pads, just hey, but we go full blast. I don't know if you do that, and then some of these teams you say, it's a good time to go ahead, rest up, recuperate, but they're also teenagers, so it's like you should be able to bounce back with a juicy juice.
Exactly. Real talk.
But then it's just weird because it's like, okay, like you said, it is high school and I've asked coaches this throughout the year. Yeah. How do you keep high school kids focused to be this determined? It's easy to do it when it's week to week.
Right.
You tell me I got 3 weeks. And it's not we're traveling. Yeah. I got 3 weeks. Yeah. Oh boy, I gotta ask some of these coaches. Man, what did you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Did they put Madden on all Madden and then they just had a tournament? I don't know what the hell they did.
The kids already call it No School November, so they kind of just slid that right into football season. No football for most of the month. You just pick up right before Thanksgiving.
Right.
Kind of one of those things.
It's hard enough to get kids to focus in class. Now you're asking them to be like, hey guys, we need you to keep this level of intensity while we're not gonna do anything. It's just like, maybe you give them like a slightly easier week the first week and you ramp it back up in the week 2 and you're just like, you guys earn 2 bye weeks. Right. So you can take this week, rest up, but we're still going to practice because we need to. And then next week you're going to come back at them. But at the same time, what's the message from a coach to a player? Like, hey guys, you did really good. I need you to keep that up for another 2 weeks even though we don't have a game. You just got to keep this up. But coach, we're not playing. It's so hard to like fathom, I guess, in my head of like, how you ask these young kids to just keep that level of like intensity, because even in college football, you don't get back-to-back bye weeks.
Right.
You get 3 bye weeks throughout the year.
Right.
But you don't have them back-to-back. You go game, bye, maybe you have game, bye, something like that. But you're now asking them to have 2 straight weeks where you are anxious. You want to hit the field. You want to make sure you are getting to a state championship game.
It's crazy.
It's just a lot to ask.
I've been waiting. What Alabama did and play Citadel or Mercer or have a bye week before they have a really big game.
Play a little high school.
You know what I'm saying? Just do something like that. And guess what we're doing next week? LSU. We got a bye week. We got Auburn next. Funny how that always works. We played Mercer the week before we played Georgia. Okay, coach. Wink, wink. Okay.
UNW got a bye week this week, right? You can play us.
Yeah, come on down.
Exactly.
Well, trust me, with that defense, some of these schools will score on them. We're not going to get into that, but you said Sloan's average is 40. Yeah, nobody get 35.
Listen, when we talking about Las Vegas high school football, but right now, that's all we need to talk about.
Yes,
the other 2 levels up this particular week, like, bruh.
We can forget it.
Thank you. All right, so I think we all have been leading up to the game that's happening not this week, but next week.
Oh, yeah.
Arborview and Liberty. I think that's the number 1 public school game of the season.
100%.
Yes.
Right? Look, Thaddeus Thatcher is a problem.
Big time.
He's going to continue to be a problem for a whole nother year.
Big time.
That being said, Arborview is really good. They got on our heads at the beginning of the season because we kept them pretty low in the rankings. At a certain point, they was out of the rankings.
They was out of it.
But look, they kudos to them. They took some heavy competition out of state at the beginning of the year, which is not easy.
No.
These are teams you don't necessarily get to study as much. You don't know necessarily what to expect. A lot of those teams, they went out of the state to play against. But like we said at the beginning of this, it's all about Las Vegas. So at the beginning, I found myself telling everybody, look, I understand how good they are. And we're going to get to a point where it's league play. And then they said they was going to run the table, which I expected. I expected it because they had a good team last year. And I wasn't expecting for Coach to leave.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorites out here. He definitely turned that program around.
Oh, yeah.
Because the previous coaching staffs, I think it was 2 staffs before he came that we actually had the chance to. Hey, man, it was some chaos in some of them games, but they've turned it around. But when it comes down to it, if there has been a model of consistency for the public schools, at least, it's the Liberty Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
And they play tough ball.
Oh, you better bring your lunch with them.
They bully you on both sides of the ball. It's all about a massive, mean offensive line and a defensive line that practices against the same massive dudes every day. And you can tell they just are tougher than most of their competition.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't believe Arborview has the dogs on the line. But if I'm going to take skill players,
That's
I
fair.
think Arborview has them.
I think it comes down to Thatcher. He's a junior this year. Obviously, you watched him last year. He made it to the state championship against Gorman. Clearly, Gorman was a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
However, the thing that Thatcher's doing really well this year, he's using his legs.
Yes.
He's able to get out of the pocket. He's able to run around. But on top of that, he still has his weapons.
Yes.
But he's got room to grow because of the fact that he's a junior.
Yeah.
So if you can hold him in the pocket and stop him from getting out and force him to throw it, you have a better shot at throwing him off of his rhythm because when he can escape, that's when he's making the big moves.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of yards on the ground. He's also getting touchdowns on the ground. It is not just, I'm going to scramble here and slide. No, he is willing to run you over.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to lay his hat. Crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
He is ready to lay the boom and to put his body on the line.
Yeah.
And so this Liberty defense, they're tenacious. They are tough.
Yeah.
Most importantly, they've given up 3 times less points than their offense has scored.
There it is.
They have given up so few points.
Right.
At the same time, Arborview's offense can score at will.
Yeah, they can.
And as long as Thatcher can throw the ball to his receivers, obviously we've talked about him. I mean, Zach Ferris is his tight end. He
Right.
loves him. Red zone target.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously. But, like, it's all going to come down to Thatcher being able to use his legs.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, my thing is, I haven't seen him without time. He's not going to have a lot of time against Liberty. He's going to have point-something seconds.
No, boy, that's coming. That first week better work. If not, take off.
Real talk. I mean, Coach Morocco, he has a way about himself. Our first year shooting was the year that they beat Gorman in the semifinals, and they've had. What was that, last year or year before last? I was pretty down. That was last year, right?
A little bit last year. A little bit last year when they started off slow and everyone thought, is this finally going to be when Liberty isn't Liberty anymore?
Right. Yeah.
They showed us.
Things is back to normal.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the game for me, man. That's the game I've been waiting on. I think that those are how they say styles make fights.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the two middleweights. One is fast, one got a knockout punch, and will take you into the deep water. So
kind of like a big fight we had in September out
Yeah,
here in Las Vegas. Something
real.
But Coach Sam Norris at Arborview, I mean, he's really done a great job in riding the ship with this program and doing a good job. Like you said, offensively, they're in tune right now. And then not only that, but you look at his receiving core. That is Thatcher. His receiving core. Outside of his number one target, his next 3 main guys are juniors with him.
Yeah.
So that's why I said earlier, they're going to be fun to watch. They're going to be fun to watch because they're killing it this year.
Yeah.
Next year, those are going to be the main guys along with Thatcher out there. He's got 25 touchdowns through the air, 7 on the ground, over 400 yards rushing.
Boy.
But boy, let me tell you something. Liberty got about a dozen kids look like me without a beard. So
Man,
coming at you, okay? And they hungry.
Yeah,
they are hungry.
They trying to eat.
And Liberty is so intense. Like their side, like when we did one game, I forget who was playing. They were so intense. I didn't want to ask nobody for anything.
They be locked in.
Hey man, they said they got to get on the bus. So they like, they're at home.
Yeah.
I'm not asking nobody over there, man. Boss, you gotta ask somebody. But it works.
Yeah.
And they're dialed in, and you can see it. Everyone buys in, and that's why they've been able to be so consistent.
Oh yeah.
RBU has shown, despite being way out there in Utah, quote unquote, that hey, when they're in Las Vegas, off the high mountains and whatnot, they can be such a threat. And that's why it's such a game, because it's like, okay, does Liberty physicality dominate like we've seen time and time again?
Right.
Or does RBU explosive nature, their, I won't say unpredictability, But the fact that, hey, we know we got our quarterback, but we got some offensive weapons here that can work well. And we got a quarterback who would try to run over you, a la Josh Allen. Now, if he goes out there, gets the momentum on our side, you start missing some of them sacks, do we start building momentum up ourselves? Because as good as Liberty is, one thing we have not seen from them consistently, at least, which is a good thing, speaking on them, how do they play if they get down? Not a touchdown. What happens if they get down 2 scores? 10 points, 12 points.
Good point.
Do they have the offense? We know they can run the ball like crazy. And we know that they can do what they have to do to be physical.
Yeah.
But if they cannot stop and gain the lead on Arborview early, and Arborview takes the lead early, jumps out early, can Liberty make the adjustments to come back? It's possible, especially that defense being aggressive. Maybe you get a tip ball, interception, running back, etc. Maybe you block the 2-point conversion at the end of the game when you almost win the game. Wait, wrong game. But you know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean, okay? Damn it. But, yeah, so what happens?
I think this game is going to come down to the battle on the outside. Receivers versus the cornerbacks. We know Thatcher can throw the ball. We know he has weapons. Liberty has a track team.
They do.
I kid you not. It's a freaking track team in the secondary.
Yeah.
They're all on the track team, literally.
Yeah.
Sprinters, 200, 100, 400 meters, the whole 9.
Crazy.
Run all day long.
Whole relay team.
This is why you see them out there, they're never bent over tired. They're still ready to go. The conditioning is different from everyone else. That is where this game is going to be made. Can the Arborview receivers get out there, run the routes, and make the cornerbacks miss?
Oh, yeah.
And what's scary is that Liberty's corners in the secondary, they're so fast that even if they bite on that,
They can recover.
They can recover.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't be surprised if they use that to bait Thatcher into throwing to a receiver who's not really open, because the moment that ball goes,
Deion Sanders type
I was
action.
just about to say,
Yeah.
reminds me of old coach in Colorado right now.
that part, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to throw in this caveat. Selby, the quarterback for Liberty, he hides behind his guys, but if he needs to let it go, he has the ability to do it.
Oh, yeah.
A la Doug Flutie.
There you go. There you go.
But he turns the ball over, though. He's got 6 interceptions on
Yeah.
the season,
Yeah.
53% completion percentage. So it's
Yeah.
one of those where you say, look, man, we can do certain things here.
Right.
Don't lose us the game.
There you go.
But if
Because if you start giving them opportunities, those bait and switch ones
Yeah.
may not always work.
Right,
Because
right,
them
right.
guys on, hey, we can make some adjustments too. So it's, and what's crazy is I don't mean to cut you off, but their secondary is so fast and good, and Liberty's so dominant up front, we don't have to blitz.
There it is.
So we could drop these guys back and just say, guys, hey, big boys, go eat.
Man, put an
It's all-
umbrella up.
It's all you. It's all you. Go eat.
Yeah.
That's what makes the defense
No
so
fly
scary.
zone
When
out
you
there.
do not have to go ahead and blitz, and you can say, y'all 4 or 5 guys up front, they're going to beat you up, and they'll get the pressure on you.
Yeah.
So what you going to do with the second? You're not going to have time to pass it.
Right.
And then you have the speedsters in the back. Go ahead and take off front if you want to. We're going to make some ham on you.
And you talk about Selby turning the ball over. Obviously, Thatcher kind of had the opposite. He only had 4 interceptions
Right.
this season. But you're talking about their track team. They're also ball hawks. They got 24 interceptions this year and 11 passes defense. They don't even have to pick the ball off. All they could have to do is swat it.
Man.
And as long as they can make up that time, they can get a few little yards in there. All they got to do,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And, you know, to be fair, Thatcher can throw dimes all over the field. He can get them to his weapons. I mean, Jaden Williams, stud wide receiver.
He is.
However, Jaden Williams is also a little undersized.
Yeah.
And so if the corners can make up that speed, they don't have to try and go as high to make sure that they can block it away from him.
Well, let me say something. Pops, we gave him some props, okay? Your son is good.
Oh, yeah.
We got love for him. Hey, look, listen, this man's dad gives us hell. Listen, when we didn't have Arborview ranked at the beginning of the year, he was on our heads. Look, Pops, we got you. We told you.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all was going to show up at the end. We knew you was going to show up at the end. We love your son. We love y'all's team. We love how y'all play.
We mean no disrespect to Jaden Williams at all. You are a great wide receiver out there, bro.
100%.
We love you. We love seeing you on the hit. We've interviewed you for player of the game.
Yes.
Still a great wide receiver. Liberty still got a tough secondary.
Yeah, they do.
It's a great matchup.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
2 weeks, man.
2 weeks.
Got it.
Damn. Well, I mean, as we said earlier, we're going back to Sloan Canyon this week, which is a treat.
Yes.
Can't wait for this game. And then next week, when the big boys get together, and it's going to be exciting, man. I hate to see the season coming to a close.
Yeah.
It's the saddest part of the year for us.
It's tough to
I
deal
think we may feel a little bit better about it this year because, boy, we done worked our asses off. Woo! Then we go home and compile all of the footage and all of the information from all of the games that we've covered. This man is the one responsible for the recap articles. He has to do a lot of work to get all of the stats, to get all of the scores. Trisha, myself, Alon, Tanisha, David, RJ, our whole photo staff, Jenny, anybody that I left out, I'm sorry, I apologize. We compile all of this stuff together. Trisha has to edit it. We got to put together highlight reels. We got to put together photo reels. We got to get you guys photos up all ready for Saturday morning, on top of a post-game show where we have to edit, we have to put out clips. It's no joke, man. Listen, there was a couple of times this year where we got to bed at 6 o'clock on Saturday morning, and the show came out at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. This is not something that we get paid for. I want y'all to know we do this out of the love for the game, the love for the student athletes here, and the love for the city of Las Vegas. So we thank you all for all of your support. Anytime you want to get on our heads, please do. Use the comments. We don't mind. We here for the smoke.
We want to hear it.
Yeah. And there's some times where we're gonna make some mistakes. It's times where you guys don't understand. We are arguing between ourselves about who's going to be where in the top 10.
Yes,
so
it's not a dictatorship.
No, it is not.
No, because guess what? While he was saying, our review is going to do this and some of us ain't going to point no thumbs. We're saying, but this isn't the SEC on ESPN where we reward you for losing. While you may be good. Yet, what are you doing on the field? What have you done for me now?
I'm glad you said it. Pops Williams, this is the guy you need to go at. K. Lua 11, he's the one that kept our review out of the top 10 for so long.
Yes, I did.
Rightfully so.
I don't know what I just got myself into right now. So, y'all just make sure I know what the other exit is at the game, okay? But seriously, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of fun because we all got our own ideas. We're throwing everything into the pot, and we're talking about, like you said, for the dimensions of how we come out the top 10.
Right.
It's not easy as you think it is. And for some of these schools, you step out of state, you step out of the city, step out of state in competition, doesn't work out for you. We know how good you are.
Right.
But then it's also a matter of, hey, how long can we keep rewarding you though? If you're not coming up with the victories. Just
especially when you got other teams that's undefeated, one loss. Like Las Vegas was undefeated up until they got the our review.
Undefeated. Just like I asked Coach Norris at the game, I said, look, early on you started off with a couple losses and you rally back and whatnot. It's like, look, we know you guys are good, but the proof is in the pudding. We can talk about it all day. Preseason rankings only good for the preseason.
Facts.
Once the season starts, we got to go with what's on the field.
Real talk.
Pop.
Real talk. So anybody got any closing thoughts about the season? Anything you want to say going into the nitty gritty of the playoffs before we get on out of here?
I know we talked about the big game coming up in 2 weeks between our review and Liberty, but let folks know we got good football coming up this week as well.
Yes.
We got Centennial versus Green Valley.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Las Vegas versus Faith Lutheran.
Mm-hmm.
Sloan, Pinecrest, Sloan, however you want to word it, versus Mater East.
Game of the week.
And Clark versus Slam. So there's still good football out there. So please go out, support these student athletes, show them the love. We're still going to be here covering. We got another 2 weeks, 3 weeks of doing shows. And then we're looking at doing a end of season wrap up, which should be fun.
Yes. So, the Franchise 50. The Franchise 50.
Yes, sir.
Our top players in the league. We'll be doing that after the state championship. We'll be covering the state championship. And look, man, thanks to all of Las Vegas for the support. Thanks to CCSD. Thanks to the private schools for the hospitality. All of the schools that we've covered this year, we had a ball doing it. Thank y'all so much. We want to cover more. We want to cover as much as possible going forward. And our whole point for next season is to top what we did this season.
Yeah. I have one. When he was asking for final statements, going into this season, there were some people out there who were suggesting that for Las Vegas high school football, there's a dip in talent.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a dominant team really outside of Bishop Gorman. Liberty's going to do. But the amount of talent that we've seen in recent years, it's not going to be there. But I also say, now that we're at the end, look at the talent we were able to see
Right.
that stepped up.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not like, oh, well, the leading passing touchdown had 5. No,
Yeah.
we saw some monsters. We
Yeah.
talked about on the show. We
Yeah.
saw some monsters at quarterback. We've
Yeah.
seen some ballers at wide receivers,
Yeah.
whether they're undersized or not.
Yeah.
We've seen some dominant defenses out
Hey,
there.
we got a defensive lineman with over 30 sacks in 2 seasons. He's a sophomore right now.
Oh, right now.
Come on, man.
So it's one of those things where you just say, on paper, going in without fully knowing, maybe it doesn't look the most entertaining.
Right.
But then once you see the results, you're like, oh, wait a minute, no. We got talent here.
Absolutely.
Sloan was just new. Las Vegas, we didn't know they were going to do all this.
Right,
We didn't
right.
know this sophomore was going to go out there and eat the way that he was.
No, we did
You know
not.
what I'm saying? Our review's way up in Utah. We don't get the morning news and whatnot. So how are we supposed to know what they do?
Yeah.
The amount of talent that we did see on display and the coaching staffs who were shifting their programs in the right direction. We got Dylan Elliott at Shadow Ridge. Look at what he was doing out there. I want to ask you, is that Big Rose? I thought it was a tight end playing quarterback. I asked is that their tight end playing backup? Like, no, that's their starter.
Yeah.
It's one of those where we were able to see the cream rise into the top.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So I love it. It just shows, as you pointed out earlier, with the amount of talent here, and as you were saying, with how the schools are forming themselves out here, and with all the stats you've been putting out, there's talent here. Just because you don't know it, do not think that Las Vegas is down. No.
Yeah.
Up and up.
Oh,
so
really?
I just want to say for everybody out there, thank you. Thank you for the
Absolutely.
season that you did. It was an honor and a privilege covering you guys. And I got to tell you, it was amazing to see what we got out there. Can't wait till the next one.
It's on. It's on. We deep in the playoffs. On to the state championships. Much love to y'all. This was the Franchise Podcast, the 702 HSFB Roundtable with Alon Sowell, Bryson Doughty, Kalani Lewis, and your boy TQ. Thank y'all so much. We'll see you next week.
Tell me who unleashed our animals.